We have first-party data, which the luxury of e-commerce, unlike physical retailers, is they don't have that. We can now look at everything you do, and we can match that back against demographic data, better understand who you are. So you guys have heard from the old school CBG decks, for instance, in the 90s and 80s, the mom, right? The mom was the target audience. She was the CEO of the household. She ran the household. She made all the shopping decisions. She probably didn't work. That's who our target was. Well, our target is kind of similar, but not. She is a COO, but she's actually CEO of a company. She actually runs a company and she runs a household, but her partner are also making the decisions with her, right? So it's a joint decision. Those traditional gender roles are actually swapping a little bit where, one's cooking, one's cleaning, one's shopping, or both of them are shopping. So we know there's a huge opportunity to engage with her in a very different way, but also engage with her partner. You guys watch Modern Family? So you know who this is. So we call her Jen. Jen was the most popular name, by the way, for girls in the late 70s and early 80s. So if you know a lot of Jens in their mid to late 30s, that's why. Paul, also one of the most popular names. So Paul's her husband. That's who we target. And then Jen's interesting. She's in her early 40s. She's obviously female. She's successful. She's busy. She's cool. But she's not like Spotify cool. She's like Pandora cool, like 2015 cool. And that's cool with me. Like, she's very relevant. She is a trendsetter, but she's not the one to have the Instagram and the Finstagram and have all those. She's not on the hottest trends, right? But she is very relevant. She is, when she buys something, when she hosts a party, when those friends and family come over, she is the one that people are like, oh, where'd you get that sweater? Oh, where'd you get that dish? Or where'd you get that cool cornhole kit for your kids? She's the one that they listen to, and she's the one that they take advice from. So there's a balance of being the coolest trendsetter versus just being cool and relevant to an audience that can actually maybe help us acquire new customers. As we dug in, the slide went blank. Good? OK. As we dug in, what's really great is my retention team works closely with the data science team to understand her behavior. So our average customers take a couple days to shop, from the first add to cart to checkout. That just says it's a smaller cart, and they don't need as much time to decide what they want on a box, right? They're probably shopping 3 or 4 other places. Our best customer, Jen, is dropping over $1,500 a year. She's shopping with us once a month, if not more. She's adding from the first add to cart to checkout, 3.5 days. That's a long window, especially if you think about the Amazon window, which is literally seconds. If you abandon a cart from Amazon, how quickly are you getting an email from them? Probably within an hour, right? Because they know that one thing you bought, that Febreze, you're likely going to get somewhere else or down the street or another option, right? So they can't afford to lose you. Us, if we hit her up after an hour of her abandoned cart, that's not an abandoned cart. That's just her being busy going from a meeting to the dentist appointment to another meeting, right? So for her, she's adding the cart, and most of our customers add the cart on mobile first, which is interesting, checkout on desktop. So what does that tell us also? Over the course of 3.5 days, she's going to the dentist's office, she's going to a board meeting, she's going to pick up her kids at school, she's going home, and she's adding things. Like, oh, I ran out of this. Oh, I need this. I saw something over here. Let me add this. And on that 4th day, or on the 3rd day, her and her partner are sitting together, and they're literally walking up and down their house or apartment or condo and deciding, what do we run out of? What have you bought? Because of the bulk commitment, you don't want to take the risk of me buying 24 packs of toilet paper and my wife, for instance, buying 12 packs of toilet paper. So there's actual conversation going on there. And it takes 10, 15 minutes, we know from a lot of surveying we've done, and it takes 4 days. So now my triggers, my abandoned cart triggers, my retention flow become very different. Most importantly, though, in our competitive space, we can't let people churn. If they're a great customer, if we lose them, we're not going to get them back. So it's actually more important for churn. If she's coming close to 4 or 5 days, there's a likelihood we've lost her. And if she's gone somewhere else, we probably won't get her back ever again. So my retention team then sets up triggers to say, hey, we're coming up on 4 days. Let's make sure we hit her with this message. If it's a 5th or 6th day she hasn't checked out, let's go aggressive with the promo, because it's much cheaper for me to spend on that promo than acquire a new customer of that value, right? So that's actually where that data really comes in with how we re-engage and target her.